Okay, so this is my video tutorial on vegan sushi. I've made all my rice here and I've let it cool. One trick that a sushi chef friend of mine told me is to add a little vinegar to your rice once it's cooled down for a little bit of flavor. I add just like about a tablespoon, mix it up real good. And I'm going to let this cool just a little bit more. And while I do that, I'm going to make the sauce. I use Veganese mayonnaise. It's has no animals in it. Makes really good sauce. And then our sriracha sauce. The next, I just add a little bit, just by maybe a teaspoon. You can add a little more, a little less, depending on how spicy you want it. And then sesame seed oil. Be careful with this because this is really potent. So I'm going to add just a little dash of that. And I like a little soy sauce in it. Just not too much or it'll get too watery. And if you have a fresh lemon, it's good to a little lemon in it. I don't have a fresh lemon, so I'm going to use lemon in a plastic bottle. I'm going to mix that up good. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of an orangish, pinkish color. And I like to chill that while I'm making the sushi so it's nice and cold when it goes on top. So the first step is we're going to put the bed of rice down. And we'll flatten that out a little bit. I keep a little cup of water next so that rice doesn't make a mess. We'll flatten that out. I like to get it all the way to the edge. So, I forgot to say, I already laid my saran wrap on top of my bamboo. And I leave about, 2 or 3 inches on the outside. More the better, I think. But to make it nice and pretty, I like fold the top over and then squish it down on each edge so it makes a nice square layer of rice. Now some people put the seaweed on the outside. I like it on the inside personally, but you can do whatever you like. I use the Musubi nori seaweed, dried seaweed. I lay a layer of that down, and I like to put it so that there's a 1.5 to 2 inches of rice showing there, because we're going to roll it this way and we want that to kind of seal it. So I've already steamed my asparagus and carrot. I'm going to put that down first here. And then I'm going to lay my cucumber right along there. And avocado. Then I use pickled ginger. You can put as much or as little as you like. Adds a nice little flavor. And last, I take a little sesame seed, sprinkle it on there, and we're ready to roll. So we just get it. Be careful with the first step. You want to get it all inside there. Make it nice and tight if you can. Take your bamboo back, and then I peel back my plastic and kind of fold it over. This is where you want to kind of be careful. Just kind of keep going over, getting it tight, keeping it as tight as you can, then fold that back again. Just keep on going until we get it all the way down. One last fold. Now I pull that back over, and what I like to do is tighten it up. So I take the end of my plastic and just kind of roll it and make a kind of a Tootsie Roll out of it, rice Tootsie Roll. And this will make more sense in a sec. And I fold that over, and I want to tighten. The reason I do that, I want to squish it all together nice and tight. So then I can roll it up, and then you don't have things coming through the end there. The tighter you roll it, the better, easier it is to cut. Give it a little squeeze. It should be pretty good. So next you want to put it on your plate. And if you have like Pam spray, it works easier, but I don't have any, so I'm going to just put a little water on there on my plate so my rice doesn't stick. And then I'll unroll it from the plastic, and I should have a long sushi roll there. Then I use a like a serrated bread knife, works best for me. And I get it wet so that the rice doesn't stick to it. And I make one cut right in the middle. The sharper the knife, the better. You want to kind of hold it so it doesn't come apart. And you should have a nice little roll like so. So I take the two ends and put them together like so. So I can cut both ends with one shot. The trick is rinsing your knife off every single time you cut, because that rice will stick to it and it'll destroy the roll. It takes a little practice, but the biggest trick is wiping off that blade, the knife, every time, and cut about 3/4 of an inch thick or so. I always end up losing the ends. And there you go. Now the final step is our sauce that's chilling. Just kind of drizzle that right over the top. The last step I do little sesame seed on top. Your chopsticks. Ready for lunch.